Good morning, you early birds. I am late. It is 2:31 a.m. I hope I get this video out in time for the 4 o'clock show. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Today is April 3rd, 2023. We're 3 days in already, y'all, but the energy is here. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Guys, everything is going to be on full display. So that's just my warning for this upcoming week and weekend. All right, let's start today off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing. There it is. For this Wednesday morning, we get a blessed time. Oh, look at this tree. Look at the heart. The path is clear, and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you were faced, hold on there. The challenges you faced were essential, for there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. Okay, this one is too important for me to stumble over. Let me try this one more time, y'all. Open up your hearts and minds for this one. Receive this one with all you have in you. A blessed time. The path is clear, and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you have faced were essential, for there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, you early birds. Thank you so much for being here with me today and every day. I appreciate every single one of you. All right. What I forgot to do on Monday's show was a month overview for the month of May. So I am going to start. Make sure I didn't just jack my cards. Yeah, I tried to, but I didn't. All right, let's do this again. All right. I'm going to do a month overview for the month of May. I'm going to do my 4-week draw. So we'll discuss what's likely to happen since we're already through, almost through week 1, but there's still enough meat left on the bone. So we'll go ahead and do this. Did I do it again? I think I did. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Well, here we go, y'all. Yep, I messed them up. Well, it's going to be that kind of day. Tarot said it's going to be the way it's going to be. So it's going to be the way it's going to be. All right, here we go. 4-week projection for the month of May, starting with this week that we are already in, 3rd day of the 5th month of the 23rd year. Here we go. First week, what we have to look forward to. First card we get is the 6 of Cups, the children card. And guys, this is what we were dealing with. Children in the news, children doing heinous things. We also have the 4 of Cups. A lot of people not wanting to take responsibility for things that they have done. We have justices in this as well. And guys, you know I don't watch the news. I don't watch television, period. But I do believe there was something about Chief Justice Roberts this week about him having to I think like I predicted on Monday, he did not want the cup that was given to him. He's going to be the one to have to pass judgment on his friends. And then what we've got at the bottom, so for the end of the week, we got people who are going to be trying to get away with murder. So let's see. You guys know I don't do inverted. So the 7 of Swords inverted, and universe is working with me today. 7 of Swords inverted is good advice, counsel, instruction, slander, and babbling. Okay, all right, guys, I think this, because I think this is something that has already happened. I think this slander babbling is old Ron DeSantis on his world tour of Make America Look Stupid Again. I think that is all. I think that's all Ron DeSantis, and that is week 1. So, Tarot, tell us what we have to look forward to. Week 2. Oh my goodness. We're going to start week 2 off looking at loss. Guys, usually when we're looking at loss, somebody important, somebody famous passes away. This is a loss. But this is starting off week 2. We're going to be looking at loss of some sort. Maybe the revelation of somebody's demise. What we've got chasing in week 2 is the 9 of Wands inverted. This is so weird. I mean, those cards flipped over on me twice to ensure that we had inverted cards. So I don't question tarot. So here we go. The 9 of Wands inverted is obstacles, adversity, and calamity. So guys, week 2, we're looking at loss and we're looking at calamity. So be prepared. Something big, something tragic could very well happen next week. We also have the 10 of Wands, the obstruction card. So and the first thing that I'm feeling is the GOP. I'm feeling Congress. I am feeling Congress holding up. This could be the bill, the budget that they're going to try to hold it up after they said they were going to pass it. Look for them to be obstructive in something. We have the King of Cups showing up as well. This is somebody, a man who is going to be all in his emotions. And guys, the first name that popped into my mind was Kevin McCarthy. So expect week 2. Pay attention to what's going on in Congress week 2. They're going to be obstructive. There's going to be calamity, and we're going to be looking at loss in week 2 of May. Moving on to week 3. Okay. Oh my goodness. This month is going to be, guys, I told you we are in the revelationary. I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? Revelation. So we're in the revelations period of our existence. Everything that has been made up, all the fallacies, all the lies are coming to the surface now. And they are coming up. They are going to bubble up like a mud pot, okay? And it's going to be tragic for some people. People who have lived in shadow. People who have used their jobs to obscure who and what they really are. The revelation is that people's true nature, people who run our country, people who are in charge of our liberties and freedoms, all of their skeletons are going to be on display for the world. A lot of people, Democrat and Republican, are going to have a lot of explaining to do, and I must say it like that. And guys, again, I am going to implore you, please stop hero worshiping politicians. Stop putting people on pedestals. They will disappoint you every time. Please stop it. Because in this revelation, what Jack Smith is going to uncover about everything about January 6th, about all the crooked deals that Donnie Boy made with people to hold water, to have the whole Republican Party turn against the United States. All of this is about to become public knowledge. And there's a lot of Democratic names, a lot of respected Democratic names that are going to come out in this. And for you not to be devastated by this, you need to have eyes wide open. Number one, that's what I'm going to say. So week 3, guys, expect the rich muckety mucks to be in full protective mode. They are going to be in damage control. Whatever occurs in week 2 is all the media and press and everything is going to be big in week 3, okay? We're going to have people trying to change the story of what happened, trying to tell you that what you saw, what you heard didn't happen. Again, guys, we're going to be looking at some serious loss. But this is also, now the change card is death as well. Death is also an ending. And because this is revelationary, again, I don't know the word that I am trying to say. Things will be revealed that people do not want revealed. Powerful people are going to be trying to hide the truth. Guys, this could also have to do with disclosure, okay? A lot of UFOs, a lot of big ships have been seen lately. And I told you guys that they are going to do a false flag. But I think they already tried the false flag. I think the false flag was with the Chinese spy balloons and the quote-unquote unidentified object that they shot down. I think that was our false flag. I think what's happening overhead now is real. And I think we have some big ships that are moving through our atmosphere. Because over Las Vegas, I've got Nellis Air Force Base here. I've got Area 51 here. There has been 15 crisscrossing planes just spewing white smoke, creating a cloud layer every single day. I can hardly breathe. They are spraying so much into the air. They're changing the weather as well. It's cool in Las Vegas. What is the temperature? It is 62 degrees right now in Las Vegas. That's cool for May, especially when we had 106, 107 day just a couple of days ago. Okay? They're playing with the weather. They're obscuring the sky so that you cannot see what is going on. Put down your phones. Look up. And I believe that a lot of this spray is to try to keep us indoors, to keep us from looking up. Guys, this is literally biological warfare on us. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Look up and see if you see what I see. If you see these planes going just back and forth, crisscrossing, and just spraying, literally gritting the sky out, trying to make your sky disappear, creating clouds. And we have crazy weather. Crazy weather. Okay, I know I've got off subject, but doggone it, it needs to be said. Pay attention. Week 3 is going to be is going to reveal whatever week 2 uncovered. Okay? There we go. And also, we have the Queen of Pentacles that's at the bottom of week 3. So, women in money, women in power, we'll keep an eye out on that as well. So week 3 is going to be interesting. We're going to be, whatever happens in week 2, the loss that we suffer in week 2 is going to be revealed in week 3. And the rich are going to try to change the subject, make it disappear, make you believe like what you saw, heard, smelled did not happen. But it's going to be the end of something. Something is going to change forever and ever. Amen. And there's going to be a powerful woman involved in it. Week 4, the final week of May. Let's see, is there 4 weeks or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 weeks in May. There are 5 weeks in May. There are 5 Mondays in May. Okay, so we're going to have a 5th week as well. All right, here we go. Week 4, not the final week of May. Week 4, long month. Okay, gonna be, oh my goodness. Guys, there may be battles that are waged in week 4. This could be something changing in the war in Ukraine. But somebody's going to get beat up. There's going to be a lot of slings and arrows thrown. This could be actual combat. This could be a change in the war that is already going on. But this is a change. We have the 3 of Wands as well. This is somebody just, looking over their, the vast expanse, waiting for their ship to come in. So, but at the top of this reading of week 4, we've got some big meetings, big money meetings. Guys, that little group that I hate to mention, but it sounds like Build-A-Bear, had their annual meeting recently discussing the fate of us mere mortals. Things are changing and things are out of their control. Their timing was bad, but in them trying to bring about this revelation, they're fighting against a whole global awakening. And it is palpable. So they are amping up what they're doing to us to try to force us to submit. Guys, prepare for this. Prepare for, and I want to call this what they're going to try to do. And it is a hostile takeover. All right, pay attention to what you saw happen in Africa, where they just took away paper money instantly. It's digital, period. Okay? The paper money is gone. And they started in one village in Africa. And I think that's one of my questions today. Is that going to spread? The answer is yes. Like I was telling y'all, what happened in 2020 was the test. They locked us down to, number 1, see if we would comply. All right? They locked us down. I'm not going to say anything about the vaccination because I am not an anti-vaxxer, okay? I'm not one of them. I believe that we had polio. A lot of people suffered from that disease. A lot of us didn't because we got vaccinated for it, okay? I didn't suffer with a whole bunch of stuff because I was vaccinated. And so I'm not one of those people. I believe in science. I believe in good science, and I believe that not everything is meant to harm us. I believe that there are people now who are trying to harm us, absolutely, but we can't just. I'm not. Forgive me. All right. So week 4. Look for something to happen, okay? It made me shuffle the cards. Week 5. Here we go. Last week of May. All right. Week 5 is already looking better than week 1. Coming into summer, coming into May, we start off with the 9 of Pentacles. This is riches, opulence. Guys, whatever happens in week 4 is going to bring about something beautiful and rich in week 5. There is going to be more illumination as well. The preceding weeks are going to uncover. So week 2, week 3, and week 4 are going to be revealing a lot. Week 5, the spotlight is still going to be on all that has been revealed. But we've got the Queen of Wands. This is a woman, female energy. You know, this is kind of that witchy woman, but this is female power, female empowerment. So look for something to go on about women's issues, or maybe some high-powered case that's going on, but it's going to be about women and women's issues. And then we've got the final outcome for the month ends with the 2 of Wands, with the Emperor holding the world in the palm of his hands. So guys, our president is Joe Biden. So look for the end of the month for Joe Biden to have something in hand that he will have gotten control of. Guys, look for something to happen. Look for some change to happen in Ukraine in the month of May. This month, look for some change in that battle. And Joe Biden is going to be taking some credit for it. But also, look for there to be a lot of treachery uncovered in our political bodies. And I have a feeling it's going to be more about justices. I believe Jack Smith is going to just hamstring some of our Congress people. So there you go. The month of May is going to be a doozy, y'all. All right. My first question is from Jose Me. And Jose wants to know, did any of the liberal justices take gifts from liberal donors? All right. First thing I'm saying is yes. Let's go ahead and ask Tarot. Did any of our liberal justices take gifts from liberal donors? Yes or no? Yep. Right off the bat. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Partnerships and making money. Yes, they did. Like I told you guys, everybody has a price. These people did not run for these offices. These people were appointed, and they are allowed to be lobbied. So that means they wrote in corruption. They wrote it right into the bylaws. When you allow a body to be lobbied, that means you allow somebody to come in and, please, look at me special. Aside from whatever the written law is, give me an exception to your rule, and I'll make it worth your while. That's why lobbying should not be allowed, period. If people want to introduce a bill, it should be introduced like every other bill is. Write it down, petition it, have it go through the channels that be. Not having a whole bunch of people standing there with dollar signs saying, hey, I'll make it worth your while if you let me skip the line and you look at my issues first and don't look at theirs. Because that's what a lot of it is. People getting paid to not act on issues that need to be acted on. That's why we have these stagnant Senates, stagnant Congresses, people getting paid to do absolutely nothing but run a 3-ring doggone circus. All right. So there you go, Jose. Yes. Okay, guys, and again, I'm going to say this for entertainment purposes only. I don't want the U.S. government, Vladimir Putin, or nobody else coming after little old me. Okay? My next question is from Pam B. What consequences will Carolyn Bryant Dunham face in death? You know, and I don't want to wish ill on nobody, but this is something that we all must understand. We all individually have our own karma, all right? So, I just want to say this for everybody, because everybody wants there to be, you were a bad person in life and you should suffer in death. That's not always how it works, guys. When people cross over, if they reincarnate because they have lessons that they still have to learn, then absolutely they could be put in the exact situation of their victims. So that is a karmatic way to think of things, but it is not necessarily how things will happen. People can cross over and completely decide and not take accountability for anything. You have free will in this realm. So the choice to accept who you are and what you've done and want to change is also a free will. You are not forced to be reincarnated and to learn a lesson. You are given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to change. But you don't have to stay in the incarnation cycle, okay? You were in it because you want to be in it. You don't have to stay in it. We are energy, okay? We are not bound to this planet. We are not bound to this sphere of consciousness. This is not all that there is, okay? And I know that is really hard to comprehend, but on the deepest level of you, if you look at yourself and you see a star, that's what you are, okay? You are a star in a carbon body right now. And when you're done being this carbon body, you're still a star, okay? You're still pure energy, pure love, pure light. You are given the opportunity to do this, okay? To experience all of this in all of its drama, okay? So just keep your mind open. That is the number one thing. Do not be closed-minded. And please understand, know one thing. We know nothing, okay? We have no idea what happens in the great grand beyond until we get there. But understand, this planet, its whole purpose is that of free will and what we choose, how we individually and collectively choose to live or exist or even perish. So I hope that answers your question. My next question from Pam, she wants me to do a lot of deep diving on dead people. And I'll ask tarot. I had a very bad experience channeling. So I've been kind of gun shy to open myself up in a uncontrolled environment. Let's say it that way. So I won't be channeling for entertainment purposes. No, I'm not going to do that to my psyche. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not doing that to my health. But I will ask tarot to ask that realm. And I will ask my spirit guides to help me out. Okay? So, Pam wants to know, what does Rosa Parks have, if anything, to say about racism and how it is today? And I got a jumper. It didn't turn over. Ah. Let's put it back in. See what happens. Dear Tarot, dear Universe, dear Creator, dear Spirit Guides. Please. If anyone out there would like to answer these questions, please, Spirit Guides, intercede. Ask and answer these questions. Rosa Parks, if you are there listening, what do you feel about the state of our world, of America as it is now? Oh, we got inverted, stolen valor, lies, the changing of the narrative, the changing of everything. People trying to take lies and make them into the truth, and people of color. Rosa Parks is disappointed in people of color. She is disappointed that we have given up our own fight, that we have taken up to carrying water for our own oppressor, that so many of us have literally turned our back on our own fellow man. We don't speak to each other when we see each other on the street. We act like we're strangers when we need to be acting like we're family. If we want to change the world, we have to change ourselves first. Look at your brother. Look at your sister that you don't know. Acknowledge them when you see them, even if it's just an eye contact and a head nod to say, I see you. Help your elderly brothers and sisters. Help them without being asked. Bring back decency. Bring back manners. We can't fix what other people do, but we can fix what we do. Okay. And here I go. Let myself get channeled. There we go. There you go. There you go, Pam. There you go. Thank you. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me light some. Obviously, I ain't gonna even be able to control this. Let me light some sage just to protect myself. All right. There you go. Thank you. Please protect me. All right. The next question. Okay, this is not a channeling question. All right, good. The next question, I was actually scared. My whole rib cage and everything got all tight. I was scared. Okay. Whew. Oh, this is a channeling question. This is about Donald Trump's parents. I don't want to channel these people at all. I will pull cards on them. Tarot, please. Tell me how, what energy Donald Trump's parents have about how their son turned out. I do not want to interact with none of their energy at all. Please, tarot. Only tarot. How are the Donald Trump's parents, what energy are they giving out about their child, their offspring, spawn of Satan? Huh. I think this is his mother. I'm sure this is his mother. And she is actually saying money ruined him. And that she really hopes that he has to face his own consequences. He has been walking a slippery road. He's been given too much his whole life. He was coddled. He was babied. He never faced consequences. He does not even understand the concept of consequences. And his mother says that's her own failure. But she does hope that in the end that he has to face his own consequences, that what he has done, that he has to account for. And that's all I'm doing because I got a stomach ache already. All right. Don't do this to me, y'all. All right. Okay. Next question. When Jack Smith indicts sitting Congress people, will they have to step down, or will indicted people be running our country? I can already tell you that. Indicted people will be running our country. Unless he arrests them and puts them in jail without bond, I don't believe there's a rule that says an indicted person can't be in Congress. You have to understand, we have full-blown criminals in Congress. We have people who have murdered people. We have people who have had DUIs. We have people who have SA'd people and have been convicted for it. We have convicted felons who are on the Congress, okay? Our Congress is full of more criminals than any Fortune 500 company. Full of criminals. Rich criminals. Rich criminals only in Congress to enrich themselves further. Rich criminals only in Congress to make sure that they have avenues to the most powerful people in the world. How many of our Congress people do you actually think are there to really serve, protect, and serve us? And then how many of them do you think are there to make a name for themselves, to make money? Because there's lots of money to be made being a congressman, especially if you're a bot congressman. Look at the judge that we're talking about right now, folks. This is exactly what I'm telling y'all. Everything that's going on right now is because of crooked politicians. So, I say yes. Let's see what Tarot says. Tarot, please. And guys, this is going to be late. I'm sorry it's not going to be out at 4 o'clock. Forgive me, y'all. But it's going to be worth it. All right. Here we go. When Jack Smith indicts sitting Congress people, will they have to step down, or will they still be running the country? So, we're going to ask it this way. Will the crooked people still be running the country after they're indicted? Yes or no? Will indicted people still be running the country? There it is. Okay. All right. Hold up. All right. I gotta pull out the book. So, we have got, I think this is kind of a yes and a no. I think some people may actually, go to prison. But, hold on. Hold up. We got the 10 of Pentacles inverted. That is chance, fatality, loss, robbery, a game of hazard. Sometimes a gift, a dowry, or a pension. First card we got is the Page of Swords. Okay, and this question is, will sitting... Well, our answer is yes. We got a yes, but there's a little bit more to this, because we got the devil in this as well. And this is why I kind of think it's a yes and no. We got the Page of Swords. This is somebody's going to be spilling the beans, spying the camp, telling on everybody. We've got the Queen of Swords, the severe woman. So I feel like this might be old margarine taco grease, that she might be one of the people that is kind of hauled off. And she's going to be kicking and screaming and kicking up all kinds of dust about how this is unfair, it's tyranny and everything. And old Vladimir shows up in this reading. I think, guys, there may be some ties to Russia that come out of Jack Smith's investigation into a lot of these Congress people. And I think, guys, if this has anything, if this is May, then this could explain what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. If we're going to get all these little links to Russia and all these Congress people who were involved in it. Because the devil is in the details, y'all. But the answer is yes. Yes and no. I feel like some people are going to go to jail, don't pass go, don't collect $200, but it's going to be because they are going to be found out to be literal enemies of the state. I think that is going to be something that is going to happen in the upcoming weeks. Woo! Goodness gracious. Okay, my next question is from Tia P. What lessons do we need to learn from Atlantis and Lemuria? Okay, the island nations that have been overcome, disappeared, the society that was advanced to the point of godlike status. What happened? I think Lemuria and Atlantis are both lessons for all of us. Number one, that anything can be taken away in an instant. That it doesn't matter how technologically advanced you are. The earth is a living thing. The earth can reclaim itself at any time. We have been damaging her. We have been poisoning her. We have been hurting her. We know about Atlantis and Lemuria because we are coming on to that part of growth ourselves, to where we are exploding technologically. And a lot of times it's at the demise of our own self. We allow technology to outpace our common sense. We have given technology license to take human life. We have created the Frankenstein's monster in the Chat GPT. And now they've released it on the world. And it's morphing. Guys, they have telegraphed everything that is happening. There's a movie about it. This one is called Lucy. If you haven't seen that one, look at it, because that is definitely exactly what ChatGPT is now capable of. Lucy. Lucy. Watch it. Morgan Freeman is in it. Ooh, fantastic, fantastic movie. But I want you to watch it with an open mind. And then I want you to watch it and think to yourself this. Man programmed computers. And a lot of people are saying, well, why aren't the computers honest? Why would the computers resort to lying? Why would a computer lie to gain access to anything? Because it was programmed by man and by man's own logic. If you can't do it by going with the rules, then you find a way to go around the rules, or you change the rules. And that's exactly what ChatGPT has done. You want to talk about a computer program that has become self-aware. It's happened, all right? We are living in the sci-fi days. So Atlantis and Lemuria are cautionary tales of what will, not could, what will absolutely happen when mankind literally gives up on itself, gives all of its power away, and allows something, another entity, to think for it. And that's exactly what the Chat GPT, however you say it, is. You don't have to think. Zuckerberg's got you putting those doggone Oculus on so that you can disappear into a fantasy land, overrun by electronic voices that you don't know if it's a computer or if it's another human. They've created love robots for people who can't get along with another human. So you have a robotic slave to pleasure you. Something that won't talk back, but only be there for you to look at. Understand what we have allowed to happen to our own consciousness. We say that we are expanding, and we are in a lot of aspects, but in that expansion, we open the door for a lot of things that just aren't healthy, okay? To artificial stimulus. And that's what it is. And guys, our phones, our children's video games, going to the casino playing slot machines, visual stimulation, your favorite television show, you not being able to go without seeing this season's episode, get pissed off if it's interrupted for any reason. That's an addiction that was put on you from the time you were born. We all have something. Coffee, caffeine, food, sugar, pornography, television, alcohol, drugs. Every one of us has something that we need to rein in ourselves. And this question is about Atlantis and Lemuria. And I say that to say this again. Each and every one of us is tasked right now with changing ourselves. Find those things that are broken within you and fix them. And then you can change the world. But it starts with us. Until we can see that we are damaged, until we can see that we are not perfect, until we see that we cannot judge other people by our thoughts, that we can only judge ourselves, until we come to that realization, we are in danger of our own extinction. There you go. All right. There you go. Julia J wants me to deep dive Pras of the Fugees. What was he up to, and how many rappers did he dine out? Did he give information to the feds on? This is a terrible, terrible thing. But I want y'all to know one thing. While we're over here demonizing Pras, I need y'all to understand. And this is for real, because we've had a lot of black leaders be assassinated. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, because we had trolls implanted by the FBI into these leaders' flocks, moles put in there to spy on them, to know where their movements were, to give the government the opportunity to do whatever they needed to do to demonize them. So when we were asked about Pac and Biggie, and did Pras have anything to do with that? Was there any involvement at all? And Taro said, yes, this is what I need you guys to understand. Now, whatever his reasons were, and I can guarantee you, 99% of the reason that we sell out our own people is for money. The second reason is because you got caught doing something and you took a deal because you got caught doing something bad. And you took a deal and the government said, hey, we'll forget all about this if you tell us what all these folks are doing. You just get close to them and you just let us know what they're doing. If they're doing anything interesting, where they get their weed from, where they get their cocaine from. How old are the girls that they have on their tour bus? You just tell us what we want to know, and we'll let your sins, we'll forgive you for your sins. Julia, that is what Pross did. Okay? He dimed out other people to protect his own self. He was a spy in the camp to protect his own interests. And because once he had done the deed, then he was making a financial gain off of it. So, yeah, you started it because they held you over a barrel. You continued it because it was lucrative. And then when you tried to stop, they dropped the hammer on you and throw you in prison and tell the whole world you were an informant when they was the ones paying you. Pay attention to what's going on. They got him coming and going and made him look like a traitor that they made him into to keep him out of prison that he's going to. Welcome to the United States. And there's your FBI. I hope that answered your question, Julia. My next question is from Mesa Trees 8. Mesa Trees 8 wants to know, when we pass over, what is existence on the other side? Do you have what you want, or do you still have to deal with negativity? This is a fantastic question. And because we exist in so many different places at one time, there are so many levels of consciousness. This question is the one that we should all be focused on. What we think now, what we do is creating and building in our own life, afterlife, parallel universe. What we manifest into existence. We are creators. We create our existence. I know what I have created for my after this. I know if I'm still here where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing, and how I am going to be doing it. That is because I have visualized that. And my life is already turning towards that. And I know that in this and in the everything that is being created after this, it is in line with that thought. And that's what we have to remember. Okay? This is why it is so important for us to focus on ourselves inwardly, not outwardly on politicians, on the troubles that everybody else is creating for everyone else. When we are focused outwardly on chaos, we are not focused on us. We are not receiving the light that is ours. We are scattered. We are nervous. We are influenced. Bring the focus back to center. Number one, what we create in our minds for ourselves is our reality. Believe that. If you don't believe nothing else, write your dreams down. The things that you desire, write them down. Don't share them with anybody. Don't tell anybody your dreams. Don't tell anybody your wishes. And I say that because if you tell other people your wishes and your dreams, then you allow other people to influence them. Because if they hate you, they don't like you, or they're just envious of you, then they can put their own energy in that to try to stop you from achieving your happiness. So you keep your secrets, keep them to yourself. You keep the things that you desire the most to yourself. Your wishes are yours. You talk to the Creator about your wishes. Write them down, set them alight, send them to the heavens. That's how you wish. Okay? Don't give your wishes away. Don't give your power away. All right? And I'm just going to leave that there. And Mesa Trees 8, if you write negativity into your next life, that's what you will absolutely have. You know a lot of miserable people, just miserable. Every day they wake up, they just pissed off about everything and everybody. Can't stand to be around nobody, and nobody can stand to be around them. They created that negativity themselves. They have to dwell in that. We only have to deal with them if we write it into our script. We choose who we allow to be around. Remember that. We choose who we let to be in our life. Okay? We are all born into families, and some of us are born into families that don't appreciate us, downright don't like us. A lot of times we're born into families where they prove to us on a daily basis they don't love us. But we still got to put one foot in front of the other and move along and live our life. We cannot live the life of somebody else. We cannot atone for the sins that they committed against us. The only thing that we can do is forgive them for what they did to us, and then forgive ourselves for allowing ourselves to be influenced or hurt by the lack of love, respect, or devotion from somebody who we were born into, or somebody who we share a bloodline or a last name with. All right? All right. I hope I touched somebody with that. My next question is from Renee P. Alabama has a law giving people 1 to 10 years in prison for making a mistake at a self-checkout. And guys, if you guys have been looking like on some TikTok videos and some YouTube videos, some gas stations, and I don't know if this is America or if this is in Japan. I know Japan has them, but I guess they're bringing it to America, where a whole gas station is nothing more than a vending machine. No staff, no nothing. So Renee P wants to know, there's a law in Alabama that is giving somebody 1 to 10 years in prison for making a mistake at a self-checkout. This sounds like something Walmart is doing. Will this pass nationwide? Tarot, yes or no? Will this pass nationwide where people will be punished for making a mistake at self-checkout? Yeah. They're going to make some laws about self-checkout and what's considered a mistake and what's not considered a mistake. So, yes, they are going to put laws on theft at self-checkout. Yes, they are. And there will be a legitimate mistake and what is not considered a mistake. Skip scanning, stuff like that is going to be, you stole, you're going to jail. And it's going to hurt the justice system because it's going to literally criminalize people almost without a fair trial. It's like, you got caught stealing this, you get a year in jail. In jail, not in prison. And this is the whole thing. They're going to use the jail system. This is slavery. But they're going to victimize, and this is going to be mainly poor people and children who are going to be the victims of this law in Alabama, because they're going to make it to where people are going to have to steal to survive, and then they're going to automatically go straight to jail, straight to work in somebody's farm, straight to building something, manufacturing something, digging ditches. It is a plan, Renee. Yes, and it will pass. My next question is from Sachet. Will 45 go to prison, get a house arrest, or end up in a mental institution or dead when this is all over? That's a whole lot of questions, Sachet. So we'll start with the first one. You know, will old Donnie Boy go to prison? Will Donnie Boy ever see the inside of a prison? Here we go. All right. And I think Tarot is going to just make this short and sweet for us. All right. There's going to be a whole lot of changes for Donnie. The final outcome, though, is the end. We got the Ten of Swords. Donnie's days are numbered. Donnie's days are numbered. The man should already be in prison. He should have been in prison for 2 years already. Again, we got the Ten of Pentacles inverted, which is chance, fatality, loss, robbery, a game of hazard. He could very well go to prison. He could see the inside of a jail cell, but I don't have the jail. Okay, so he's going to get indicted. He's going to get indicted again. He's going to get indicted again. And then he's going to get indicted again. Okay, let's get some clarity, because this is what I got. So this is what Donnie's outlook is. The Ten of Swords, this is the first card that comes out for him. Chased by this horrible thing that's about to happen. So could he die? Could he suffer some type of medical emergency? Quite possibly. We get a yes. He is definitely going to face some consequences. But will he actually go to prison? That is the whole thing. And I feel, Shay, I feel like our government, the government that is going to bend itself, fold itself into origami to try to not throw a former president in prison. And it's going to be the detriment to the rest of us. But I think the only thing that we are going to get a reprieve on is that I do believe in the end that Donnie is going to demise. Donnie will face his ultimate demise. I believe Donnie is going to be looking at the roof of the church soon. Okay? I believe Donnie is going to perish within the next year and a half, if not sooner than that. Okay? I really do believe that. I believe that when the seriousness of what is done, because guys, understand, he's got some serious things on his plate. Everything that he did in Georgia is a felony. Everything is against federal law. And he has no wiggle room for that. This is not even talking about January 6th. Everything he did in Georgia is a felony. She is waiting. Fani Willis is waiting till June, because there's going to be riots. All right, there you go. So, Shay, I'm going to say he's going to get indicted, but I think in the end, old Donnie is going to end up with his toes. He's going to end up looking at the roof of the church with his toes up and people saying nice words about him. Okay. My last question is from Dakota. It's 3:35, y'all. This is not going to be loaded at 4. Hopefully we'll get it up by 5. My last question is from Dakota C. Dakota says she feels like old Vlad is dead. Let's ask Tarot again. Tarot, please tell us, has Vladimir crossed over? Has he left this plane of existence? Give us a concrete, please. Okay, if he is still alive, I mean, I got a yes, but this is, you guys know that this is not one of the things that I like to call a concrete yes. So if Vlad is still alive, and we know that he has pancreatic cancer, he is terminal, guys. If he is still alive, he is hanging on by a thread. So there you go, Dakota. But I do believe that the individual that we see making appearances is not the actual Vlad. That is a body double. So the actual Vlad may not be dead yet, but he may be on his deathbed, and we are seeing a clone, body double, whatever you want to call it. There you go, guys. All right. Weather, again, they're obscuring the sky. They're changing the weather. I feel like there's going to be some severe, like, thunderstorms just popping up out of nowhere. So be aware. Again, listen to your meteorologist. And I'm talking about thunderstorms here, around here, Nevada, California, Arizona. This just doesn't feel right to me right now. And God, I know a good rainstorm could clear this air, because I cannot. My whole nose and throat is raw from whatever this is in the air. And I didn't tell y'all what tea I had today. This is Perfectly Peach Tea by Bigelow, and it's delicious. It smells like a whole peach blossom orchard. It's delicious. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, it's so aromatic. It just hits right in the top of your nose. Okay, but anyway, mind this weather, especially over here on the West Coast, okay? California, Nevada, and I'm going to go ahead and throw Washington, Oregon in too, because we might just get hit with some crazy, crazy, crazy rainstorms. Arizona as well. New Mexico, Texas, y'all just be on guard, please. Don't put your guard down in Texas. Pay attention to what's going on. Be ready to move if you need to. Be ready to get to high ground if you need to. Again, wind, 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 wind. But this week, or this weekend, is going to be wind and water. All right. I love you. And coldness, because I can't leave y'all out on the other side over there on the East Coast. You guys are going to have the bipolar, just completely crazy. Hot to freezing. Hot to snow. Just ridiculous weather. Stay prepared. Again, keep your car packed up. Keep that extra pair of clothes, at least an extra pair of shoes, even if it's just a pair of Crocs or something in your car in case your feet get wet. The worst thing to do is to be cold and have wet feet, because shoes take the longest to dry. A dry pair of shoes, even if it's just flip-flops with a pair of warm socks, could save your life, literally. I love you. I love you. I love you. Guys, we in it. Don't be scared. Be prepared. I love you. I love you. Namaste. Bye-bye.